Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Cardinal Sports Complex for CTN's live coverage of high school football. Tonight, the Coon Rapids Cardinals host the Bloomington Jefferson Jaguars. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro high above the action. And Howie, a rough start to the season last week for the Cardinals. A great start for the Jaguars. Cardinals hoping that they can turn the fortunes for both teams tonight.
It's an interesting in-between non-conference matchup here, and you're right, Jefferson a 14 win over St. Louis Park. They dominated, and they came in. They're big up top. They're big on the defensive line. They're really big on the offensive line. Cardinals, I talked to Coach Young, said we're not hanging our heads. We're coming back. We're just going to go like it's 0-0, start again, hope to get a win.
Yeah, they lose 47-0 to an outstanding rushing team in Elk River. The Jaguars had a 49-0 lead over St. Louis Park after 3 quarters. Their quarterback, a near perfect game, but their running game was very strong as well, led by Colton Miles.
Colton Miles had a little over 130 yards and 2 scores and just over a half. He is very good. We talked about their centers, 295, 265 for the guard, 275 for the tackle on the left side. They're going to run that left side. Cardinals going back to that 3-4 defense. We'll see how they stop them here tonight.
Well, and you talk about Colton Miles. He also had a couple of catches and caught a touchdown as well. For Coon Rapids, Austin Onda, he got some starting time as a sophomore two seasons ago. Was the starter all of last year. He has to be coming in and feeling a little more comfortable. Made a couple of questionable decisions last week. He can't let that happen again this week.
Yeah, I think taking away from that game, their offense, their passing game was good. 19 of 32, 217. Unfortunately, they turned the ball over way too many times, 6 times in the red zone, and unfortunately they turned that ball over. So they're looking at him to kind of rebound here. He's a good passer. They're going to lead that offense. They're going to, I think, pass to get their running game going a little bit as well.
Well, and I think it makes a big difference if Vonda doesn't feel pressured because his team is behind by a couple of scores early. If they can keep the game close, they can run the offense the way they wanted to. They fell behind big early last week against Elk River, hoping that doesn't happen again here in week number 2 before they hit the road for the first time this season.
Key to this game, certainly for both teams, but especially for Coon Rapids, is turnover. You can't turn the ball over anywhere on the field, especially in the red zone. They get ball control, good field position. They have an opportunity to get a win tonight.
Well, we'll see which team gets off to a better start. Kickoff is coming up next. You're watching high school football live on CTN.
So, what is CTN Studios? Well, we're the local cable TV station in Coon Rapids. We bring you news, events, city government, sports, all the things that are happening in and around our community. So that means you'll find out what's going on next door, or at City Hall, or at the local schools. It's information other stations don't think is important, but we think it's information that's important to you. Want to know when streets are being fixed? Or learn new ways we can recycle? Or how the local teams are doing? You can find all of this on CTN. It's not just about bringing the community to you. It's about bringing you to the community. Because we think you'll like it here. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
When you watch CTN News, you'll notice we're different. It's about the people, the places, the stories that affect your life.
We're local. We focus on the local communities, the local issues, and the local stories.
They're the stories that impact you, the stories you won't find anywhere else.
It's the people, the places, and the events that make CTN so interesting.
It's about connecting you to your community, one story at a time.
Jaguar fans sporting the wrong kind of headgear for a football game. A very good hockey school is Jefferson.
Maybe they're concerned about falling over the railing and just want to make sure they're safe in case they do that. There's head coach Tim Carlson, his third season as the Bloomington Jefferson coach. He and I had a chance to chat, and he feels this presents a little different matchup than St. Louis Park did playing Coon Rapids. Feels Coon Rapids bigger across the front. They're better skill position players, and you talked about turnovers. They were a +4 last week, Joe, in the turnover department. So they were efficient in that area. They want to continue to be efficient in that area as well tonight.
Well, we have a beautiful night for football, no question about that. Cool, breezy, but a beautiful evening to play high school football.
Absolutely. Usually the first couple of games of the year, it's pretty hot and humid, which much to my chagrin I don't love, but I love this weather. This is very comfortable. Head coach John Young, had a chance to chat with him before the game as well, and kids had a really good week of practice. Nobody hung their head on Monday when they came to practice on Tuesday, I should say, after that loss on Thursday.
Well, and I spoke with him after the game Thursday evening, and obviously it wasn't the result they were looking for, nope. but the first thing, as soon as he saw me, he said, we're going to be all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
They moved the football. They just they weren't able to finish on offense, and the defense didn't come up with the stops, obviously, that they need to be able to make. But, there were some other somewhat surprising results throughout the Northwest Suburban. Champlain Park handled Blaine.
Yep.
Most of Champlain Park's production coming defensively.
I don't think that's as surprising because they were rated along with Maple Grove in the top part of the polls. Maple Grove.
But the Bengals defense only gave up one score.
No, I understand that. That's why I don't know if it's as much of a surprise. Osseo got a few votes.
Well, there's no question. There's a lot of quality football clubs.
Without a doubt.
Here in the Northwest Suburban. Coon Rapids will have the setting sun at their back to start this contest. Jefferson will start with the ball.
Well, I think it's good the Cardinals get their defense on the field first here because as we witnessed last week, defense had a tough night, and I think they want to come in here and play tough and get a stop. Get a little confidence right away.
Hanson set to kick it off. Nate Buswell and Neil Walsh, the deep backs for Jefferson. Whistle blows. The run up by Hanson, and it's a short end-over-end kick. It's going to bounce about the 25, scooped up by Buswell at the 21. He's out across the 25 to about the 27. That was Walsh, rather. And that is where the Jaguars will start on offense. The look at their front line: Mold, Dubik, Williams, Anderson, and Lawfrey. On the line, you talked about him, a lot of size. Eric Rasmussen, the receiver, along with Carlson on the other side. Charlie Sweeney is the tight end. Miles and Shepro in the backfield, along with quarterback Zach Ubin.
Yeah, you talked about his efficiency. I believe he was 17 of 20 for 170 yards last week.
3 touches.
Yeah.
A 140 passer rating.
That's not bad. Now, we'll see the adjustment in the Cardinal defense. They played a 4-4-3 last week, going back to what they normally play at a 3-4.
Jaguars will spread it out on first down. Ubin under center with Miles the single setback. 2 receivers either side. Miles gets the carry, looks to the middle, not a lot there, falls forward for a gain of about 2. Talked about the Cardinals running a 3-4 defense. Koch, Weber, and Kezar, the linemen. The linebackers, Hip, Ryle, Kovalenko, and Wolter. And the DBs, Wynn, Gervais, Lepper, and Johnson. Only a yard on the carry, 2nd and 9 from the 28. Euban drops back out of the shotgun. Handoff goes to Miles again, stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose a yard, and it's going to be 3rd down and long for Jefferson.
No, it's exactly what the start that this defense wanted. Again, stuffing that run behind the line of scrimmage. Great job defensively just getting to the ball carrier. And then you're going to see about 4 to 5 red jerseys making sure they bring him down. Now in a 3rd and a long situation. And we'll see Euban with an opportunity to throw. There you see his numbers from last week. We got 18 for 21, 86%, 170 yards and 3 scores. That is efficient quarterback play.
Rasmussen and Shepro out wide to the left. Euban out of the shotgun again. Little swing pass to the right side is caught, and slipping away from a tackle to get the first down is Neil Walsh.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Cardinals had him before he was going to get to the first down marker. Got to wrap those tackles up. We'll see it again. Just a little swing pass. Did a good job pursuing, but there you see the missed tackle right there. And Tykes comes across and brings him down, but not before they move to the chains. Neil Walsh had 6 carries for 44 yards and a score last week in that win over St. Louis Park.
Carlson, the lone receiver on the right side. 3 men wide on the left, out of the shotgun again. Handoff goes to Miles, right side. Met after a couple. And he's going to be stopped about the 44-yard line after a gain of 4.
Yeah, just, again, a nice little surge from that offensive line on that side of the ball. But Cardinals stayed with it, made sure that they brought him down after a short gain. Timmy Wynn getting the start this evening.
Euban back under center on 2nd and 6. And he gets the line to jump. That's going to be 5 free yards for the Jefferson offense and make it 2nd and short.
Dead ball foul, encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
This is John Walters, our referee. We thank him for wearing our microphone. Brings much better sound to the game. There's our officiating crew.
So it'll be 2nd and 1. Euban, quick throw left side, complete to DeBianchi. He's tripped up after a short gain, but enough for a first down. And the Jaguars move the chains again.
And they're being efficient. They're mixing up the throw with the run. Good job bringing him down, but not before he's able to gain that short first down.
First and 10 from the Coon Rapids 47. Euban back out of the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Miles and Walsh in the backfield. Miles gets the handoff, slips through the initial tackle attempt, has a gain of close to 5.
Again, running behind those big guys on the left side of the line. You're going to see a good job right at the point of attack. A little bit of a seam for him to run through before the Cardinals bring him down.
Gain of 4 makes it 2nd and 6. And they like to change their formation.
They do.
Euban under center and then back into the shotgun. Quick throw, right side is complete. And a first down on the right side to Dejan Shepro.
Shepro did a nice job of just a quick little spin. He got to the outside with his speed, able to beat the linebacker to the ball. See a little bit of spin there, and Gervais is going to have to come over and bring him down, but not before, again, he picks up the first down.
First and 10, ball right at the Coon Rapids 35. Good drive to start the ball game for Jefferson. Handoff goes to Miles, running around the left side, stopped after a short gain. Good strong tackle by Nick Gervais.
Yeah, Gervais shed his block, came up and wasn't going to take the fake. Gervais is going to see him nice open field tackle here. He's going to hit him at the knees and make sure he brings him down. Carlos that time did a nice job pursuing to the football.
Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8. Euban drops back out of the shotgun again. And that is going to be a false start on the running back, Colton Miles.
Dead ball foul. Legal procedure.
A little too anxious.
Repeat, 2nd down.
Start that play. Cardinals will take it, move him back a little bit, puts him in a 2nd and long situation.
They'll spread out 4 receivers. Miles, the single setback in the backfield with Euban out of the shotgun. Euban takes the snap, looks right, throws complete to Miles in the backfield, looking for room. Good pursuit by the Cardinals, did not allow him anything, and he's going to lose a couple more.
That was Nick Walter did a nice job on the tackle. Again, you see 3 red jerseys. They throw that little screen to the outside.
And that'll make it 3rd and 15. This is only the 2nd time they faced 3rd down on this drive. First time was their initial, from the initial spot, it was 3rd and 11, and they completed it on a little swing pass to Walsh out of the backfield. Now 3rd and 15. Euban looks left, throws, passes complete, bouncing off a couple tackles is Rasmussen, and he's racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Jefferson.
And again, you know, the throw, it was a good throw, just a missed tackle, bouncing off a couple of defenders. Did a nice job of catching the ball and getting his feet about him so he's able to take it to the end zone. And you can see the quick throw. You can see a couple of defenders kind of overrun it. And Walsh does a nice job of just out-racing Gervais to the end zone.
You have to make that stop.
You have to.
You have to.
Yeah. I mean, they would have gone for it. It would have been 4th and a little short.
Most likely.
Yeah, but still, you need to make that stop. You know, those are some of the things that were hurting them last week, were just some missed tackles.
The extra point is no good, as there was a bad snap.
Now we'll see if that comes back to hurt Jefferson a little bit here. 6-0. There's the throw again, just 2 defenders overrunning it. And Walsh did a nice job, sidestepped through it and took it to the end zone. And Jefferson draws first blood.
Well, and a good, solid offensive drive, running the ball, throwing the ball, moving the chains, and completing. Took nearly half of that opening quarter. And it ended with 6 on the board.
Now Jefferson comes on the road. They know they came in here with the goal. They wanted to score first, put pressure on Coon Rapids, and they have. 10 plays, 73 yards. Took 5:38 off the clock. 40-yard touchdown, catch and run.
Bryson Moore and Nick Gervais, the deep backs for Coon Rapids. Ryan Murray set to kick it away for the Jaguars. Good high end-over-end kick. Gervais waits at about the 13. Pitches. Moore coming around the near side. Tried to stop up. Flag comes down. He's going to be stopped at the 30. We'll see what the flag was.
Did they get a face mask? Nope. Block in the back against Coon Rapids.
Okay, white captain.
That's never good. Let's see if we can see it.
It was right at the point of the tackle.
Back.
I don't know where it was. I didn't see it in that.
That'll back the Cardinals up to start their first possession. It was initially stopped at the 30-yard line, and it'll march them back. They'll start from the 21. Still not terrible field position. Of all the penalties there are to take, that one not terrible.
Well, it's Bryson Moore getting the start in the backfield. There you see the numbers for Ostenanda from last week.
Handoff goes to Moore. No, play action. Onda throws incomplete. Or did he catch it?
Did he catch
They're
that?
going to talk about it. He's arguing it. Good attempt by Tyler Hipp. Everyone on the sidelines was jumping up and down, and they are giving it to him.
Let's take another look at that, because I thought it hit the ground, but let's see. Oh, that so hit the ground.
There's no way.
There's no way. I can't believe they gave it to him. I thought that hit the ground.
That did.
And it did hit. Well, I thought initially it hit the ground.
Wow. Well,
hey, we'll take it.
Hey, I think Tyler Hipp might want to.
Where's that red flag?
He may want to think about law school.
Where's that red flag?
Arguing his case successfully. 1st and 10 from the 48. Handoff goes to Kovalenko, and nothing up the middle. No gain. So look at the Cardinals on offense. Lovick, Weber, Zozalak, Kezar, and Paul are on the line. Hipp is the tight end. Little and Tunsky the receivers. Running backs Baker and Kovalenko. Onda is the quarterback, and as we've seen, Moore.
Yeah, actually, Moore got
start.
Moore got the start
over Keanu Baker. Handoff coming around the near side is Caleb Snyder. Check that, Tanner Tunsky, and he's got a gain of about 6 into Jaguar territory. Moore, Brennan, and Ciro up front. Snyder, Tillotson, Sweeney, and Kalina are the linebackers.
Actually, they play 5 linebackers across, as you see Zach
Cushing, Buswell, Tobin, and Ott. 3rd and about 3 from the 45. Handoff goes to Moore, and he's going to dive forward for a gain of about a yard, and it's decision time for the Cardinals.
Yeah, they play that 3-3 stack defense where they're going to put 5 linebackers coming in. They love to blitz. As you see, they did a nice job that time of getting to Moore.
4th and a long 2 here.
They're going to go for it. At least it appears to be anyway.
Kovalenko, the single setback now.
Yeah, Daniel Tobin for Bloomington was wondering if he should play back. But I don't think they're going to kick in this situation. Are they going to try and get him to jump?
Flag comes from the back. Judge, is that going to be a delay?
Yeah, I think it's a delay.
Delay of game.
Yep.
5-yard penalty. Repeat, 4th down.
Yeah, so now they're going to have to kick the ball again. You know, there's an opportunity. I don't know if they were trying to draw him off sides, and I think if so, it backfired.
Brandon Martin into punt. Walsh and Rasmussen, the deep backs for Jefferson. High kick, Walsh under it at the 20. It bounces away from him. He recovers it at the 15. Running to the right side. Finds a little bit of room. Is dragged and pushed out of bounds as he nears the 25-yard line.
It was a nice punt there. He just muffed that. And made a pretty good effort to get some positive yards. Got some speed to the outside. Almost a horse collar tackle there.
Well, is that Walsh that's still down on the field over there?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah, and head coach Carlson's talking to the officials. But I think it looked like a horse collar. Did a nice job
Well, it definitely pulled
I think he's got some blood.
his whole upper back,
Yeah, I think he's got some blood because
upper body back.
you see
But
the trainer putting gloves on and. See the time remaining in this opening quarter, 4 minutes. You can watch us live on YouTube. If you haven't done that and you're not going to be in front of your TV and you want to catch all the action here for Coon Rapids Sports, make sure you go to our YouTube page, ctnstudios.com. Yeah, we're having a bit of technical difficulties apparently on the YouTube side, but we're working feverishly to straighten those out. But Josh Edvig, our director, says to please bear with us. So his word is gold. So please bear with us. I do just about anything he asks.
so Jefferson already leading 6-0 with 4 minutes to play in this first quarter. Will start 1st and 10 from their own 25. Euban out of the shotgun with 3 receivers left, 1 right. Miles the single setback. He will get the carry. And the Cardinals all over it. Deny him much of anything. He may have gotten a yard.
Yeah, maybe a yard at best. And, this is an important defensive drive for Coon Rapids because, you saw what happened to him last week if you were watching the game. Elk River got up quickly, and that's the last thing the Cardinals want to have happen here. They want to come in and get a stop on defense. And on that first drive, Joe, they had a couple of opportunities to stop Bloomington Jefferson, just some missed tackles. Pretty efficient for Euban again, 5 for 5, 64 yards and a score. 40 of those came on one pass.
Well, and twice converting on 3rd and long situations. Euban drops back, throws, pass is complete. Stacked up is Shepro, and he'll be short of the first down by about 3 yards. 3rd down.
Well, I'm impressed with Euban. Does a nice job dropping back, quick release, throwing into some traffic. Shepro makes the catch, hangs on. It'll be 3rd and about 2.
It's a long 2.
It's a long 2.
I'm going to call that 3. If you don't mind.
Believe me, I'm very happy with it.
Euban out of the shotgun on 3rd and 3. Fakes the give. Euban trying to carry. He's tripped up and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he'll lose a yard. We'll see if they choose to go for it in this situation or if they're going to kick. They are going to kick. Yeah, which makes sense, obviously, and a nice stop for the Cardinal defense. Good job. Nice tackle there by Tyler Hipp.
Ryan Murray standing at his own 18-yard line to kick this one away. Nick Gervais will go back along with Brandon Cooper. High kick, and they're just going to run away from it. This one's going to run out of bounds just inside the Coon Rapids 40-yard line.
A good field position for the offense to start their second drive of this game.
1:52 remaining first quarter.
You have to feel good of the stop there on 3rd down. Give an opportunity to get your offense back on the field.
Yeah, nice stops on both running attempts and a great stop, gang tackling and just picking Shepro right up off his feet after he made the catch.
Looks like Baker in the backfield now for Coon Rapids.
And we'll see Anda drop back out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. Low snap, picks it up. The give, breaking away from a tackle is Brandon Cooper, but he's still going to be dropped behind the line of scrimmage, a loss of about 4.
Well, that low snap threw everything off on that play, giving Jefferson an opportunity to stop that play. There you see the low snap, and there's the give, but right there on the spot.
Got away from the initial.
It's Noah Ciro able to bring him down for the loss. Yeah, I give him credit for getting away from that initial contact, but Noah Ciro is actually the one that slowed him down.
On to under center this time. Still 4 receivers. The single setback is Baker. Straight drop. Looks left. Now scrambles that way. Chase cuts back. He's going to be sacked and drop for a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and very long for Coon Rapids.
Sweeney on the tackle. Charlie Sweeney on the tackle for Bloomington Jefferson. Honda just could not get away from him. Going the wrong way, Joe. As this time runs out here in the first quarter, just about 35 seconds, a little less than 35 left.
3rd and 18 from the 31-yard line. Straight drop. Honda has time, throws over the middle, passes, intercepted. Breaking away is Daniel Tobone. Tobone is going to be dragged down inside the Coon Rapids 20-yard line.
Ill-advised pass from young Mr. Honda. I'm not sure who he was throwing that to, but it went right to Tobo. You see it again. I think he was looking originally for hip, but overthrew him. And that's a mistake. And we talked about turnovers, and those are the things that Coon Rapids cannot have happen to them here tonight. Now you give Jefferson the ball deep in your territory on that turnover with a little over 8 seconds left.
Good coverage, both underneath and over the top on Tyler Hipp. Tobone right there to take it away, and they did a nice job of picking up yardage after the interception. So Jefferson starts 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 18. They go with the I formation. Up back, Ted Kalina gets the carry. He's down to the 14, a gain of about 4, and that'll do it for the first quarter. Jefferson, a 6-0 lead as we reach the first break, but they have the ball and they're threatening to add to that score. We'll have more live high school football after this on CTN.
Families come in all sizes and shapes. Sometimes your friends are your family by choice, or sometimes you're just stuck with Uncle Charles. But what we know is that you want to protect the people that are close to you, but the flu can unravel everything. Your flu vaccine protects you and your family. No matter what draws your family together, protect yourself, protect your family. Everyone needs a flu vaccine.
Cardinal fans keeping the energy levels up. Their team trailing here as we start the second quarter.
Well, it's Friday night. Everybody loves being at the stadium for football.
2nd and 6, ball just inside the 9-yard line. Pitch goes to Miles, running right. Couple of blockers in front of him, got to the sideline, and he's pushed out at about the 3, and a flag coming in late.
Yeah, it's going to be a late hit, I think.
It was going to be 1st and goal from the 3, maybe 1st and goal from the 1.
Face mask.
Either way, half the distance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Get personal foul, face mask, half the distance.
First and goal, it'll be ball just inside the 2-yard line.
We talked about Miles in the opening, 7 carries, 22 yards. We'll see if they give it to him here for the score, if they can get it.
Handoff does go to Miles, stopped in the
Nowhere.
backfield, and good coverage by the Cardinals. He may be dropped for a short loss.
Nice job defensively for Coon Rapids. Again, we talked about the size of that line, and he looked to run left, but give credit to the Coon Rapids defense for holding up against those big boys up front.
He will lose a yard. Ball back at the 3-yard line. Kevin Lorton, the back in front of him. They give it to Miles, running right up the right side this time. He's going to be stopped short of the end zone, and it'll be 3rd and goal.
So far, a nice stand for the defense for the Cardinals. Just doing a good job at that point of attack, and that's what wins those battles. You win that battle up front. And a good opportunity to bring the ball carrier down.
Ball just outside the 1-yard line. Off again to Miles. Again, he's hitting the backfield and stopped short of the goal line. It'll be 4th and goal.
Yeah, great job by Coon Rapids defense, and they're not allowing themselves getting ability to get pushed around. You're going to see the surge from that line trying to push forward, but Cardinal defenders get low. It'll be 4th down, an opportunity again for Jefferson. We have an injured player down for Coon Rapids. Is that Gervais?
Gervais? I believe so. Yep. It is. Key player on defense and special teams.
It looked like his knee may have went the wrong way or just got bent in the pile.
That would be very not good.
That would be a huge loss.
Well, we talk about it you can never, you never really want to see anyone sustain injury, but when you're talking top starters early in the season, you have to question the amount of depth you have.
Well, yeah, you do, and there's not a lot of depth on this squad. Well, at least it's a good thing he's walking under his own power. We'll take another look at it again. I thought I saw that where he got pushed back and all that weight on his knee.
Everybody landed on top of him.
Yeah.
And a timeout, Coon Rapids. Should they be able to keep the Jaguars out of the end zone on this possession, it would be a huge lift defensively. Already a pretty impressive goal line stand.
Oh, absolutely. Well, if you like what you're watching, if you like that headgear right there, you're sure going to like us on Facebook. Make sure you check us out, CTN Studios. On Facebook, like us, tag some friends, tag yourself, tag your it. All on Facebook. Fans hoping that they see a defensive stop here.
No surprise, a good crowd here tonight. First Friday of school.
Yep.
This is also, we haven't mentioned this year's Tackle Cancer event for the Randy Shaver Cancer Foundation. The T-shirts you see, the Cardinal Nation purple T-shirts sold for Tackling Cancer event this year raised $1,500.
That's phenomenal. That is phenomenal.
Well, here we go. 4th and goal from the 1. Lorton and Kalina in the backfield. Kalina gets the carry, he's in for the score.
Yeah, big boy. Kalina's one of the linebackers starting on the defense. In fact, one of the players that the Star Trib pointed out at the beginning of the season as a player to watch for Jefferson. And after a number of tries, the big man's able to punch it in. Just keeping those legs moving, falling into that end zone.
They line up to go for a single one after a bad snap. On the first point after attempt, this time they get it up and through. Ryan Murray's kick is good, and it's 13-0 Bloomington Jefferson.
They couldn't get that last stand at the end of the Cardinal defense, and good movement up front from the Jaguars, and they're able to punch it in, get their second score of the game, and make their fans who've made the trip here to Coon Rapids in their hockey helmets very happy.
Kalina getting some pats on the back.
Yep.
After pushing it in from the one.
So the time remaining in the half, 10-14. Jefferson jumps out to that 13-0
yeah,
lead.
you talked about him being a big boy.
Yeah.
Listed at 6'3", 235.
Yeah.
Of course, he's also listed on here as the kicker.
Does it all.
Well, he hasn't kicked.
Yeah,
Ryan Murray,
apparently not.
Ryan Murray doing all the kicking.
Maybe he's the backup kicker.
Perhaps. Murray's got more of a kicker's build, I would think, at 5'10", 150. Yeah, 6'3", 235. That's
not your. You're saying Blair Walsh isn't 6'3", 245?
That's it. Probably no.
6 plays, 18 yards, 154. Kalina marched it in after.
It's a good kick. Takes him all the way back to the 1 yard line. And he's going to be stopped at the 15. And that's one that Cooper may be better off just letting that one go into the end zone.
I would think so, but you want to try and make something happen for your squad. But yeah, you have to realize where that kick is, and you get it at the 20 rather than the 15.
So the Cardinals start 1st and 10 from their own 15. Handoff goes to Keanu Baker. He's out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a gain of 6.
Nice little hole for him to run through. Good job of the offensive line to open up a little bit of a seam for him.
Well, and this is what Coon Rapids did on the opening possession of Game 1.
Yep.
Is they ran the ball, and they ran the ball effectively.
With Kovalenko mostly.
Mostly.
Yeah.
But go with what works.
Absolutely.
And don't get away from the game plan just because you fall behind a little bit early. Baker again on the carry. He's going to be very close to a first down.
Yeah, I think he may have it depending where they place the ball, but it did a nice job of stretching for it. Yeah, look at the surge up front. Look at the hole he had to run through.
And it is a first down.
Yeah, he did a nice job of twisting and falling forward to get that first down.
Well, and this is a crucial drive for Coon Rapids.
Absolutely.
They need to put points on the board. They cannot go to half without having put a point on the board yet this season.
Yeah, you get the goose egg in the first game, and it's important. And we talked about they did drive the ball in that game against Elk River.
High formation, handoff again, goes to Baker. He breaks loose a little bit. He's got a first down and out to the 44-yard line. A gain of 19 yards.
Yeah, nice job. He's got a quick little burst. Actually, that wasn't.
That was Cortez Jackson.
That was Cortez Jackson. Nice job by Jackson. Three carries, 29 yards on the evening so far.
Handoff goes to Kovalenko. He's got a big hole. He's got a first down. Makes the man miss, and he's down to the Jefferson 35-yard line. Another Coon Rapids first down.
Exactly what the Cardinals need, but again, you got to go and you got to finish. But what a nice job, again, up by the offensive line. Look at the hole that he had to run through. Does a nice job protecting the football. Cardinals are moving the football.
Again, they go to Kovalenko. This time the hole closes quickly. Gain of 2, maybe 3 up the middle.
No, it's 0 on the tackle for Bloomington Jefferson. You see his numbers, Kovalenko's numbers, 3 carries, 23 yards so far.
Jordan Little, the man in motion, left to right, play action. Rolling to his left is Honda, throws incomplete, looking for hit, but ball thrown well behind him.
And there's a flag on the play too, right around the line of scrimmage. We'll see if they call a hold on this play. I think Honda had a little room to run too on that.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation.
Not enough men on the line, I'm betting.
Well, it came well after the play. That's interesting if it's that, but.
Illegal lineman downfield.
Yeah, illegal lineman downfield.
10-yard penalty.
Looked like it was going to had the opportunity to run, but then Hip was open over the middle. Play Townsend.
Back him up 5, 2nd and 13 now from the 38-yard line. Handoff goes to Cortez Jackson, and not a lot there. It'll be 3rd and long. Third and 12.
There's Dwayne Moore on the tackle for Bloomington Jefferson.
Definite passing situation, but 4 down territory when you're trailing by 13. Little, the man in motion. Play action, Onda rolling left, has time, pass is complete to Kovalenko. Keeps his feet driving. He's going to be short of the first down, but it'll be 4th and only about 1 or 2.
Yeah, just a couple yards at best at that point, but a nice job by Kovalenko to keep moving forward. A nice play by Ondas. He's going to roll to his left and finds Kovalenko coming out of the backfield. And Cody does a great job of keeping those feet moving.
So 4th and a yard. Coon Rapids puts 2 men out wide right. I formation behind Onda in the backfield. Tight end on the left. Timeout, Coon Rapids. Yeah. Tried to draw him off. And now we'll go back to the drawing board and make sure they've got the right play called up for this one.
Well, as you talked about, Joe, this is an important drive for them offensively, and they don't want it to stall here. Points are really important in this football game for Coon Rapids. We talked about we're all over social media. Well, we're on Twitter. Someplace you have yet to reestablish your account, but definitely follow us at twitter.com/CTN Studios. You'll get all the updates, what's going on at CTN Studios. Things you can't live without.
I need a personal assistant to run all of my social media. And then
Darren Colmer's in the truck. Maybe he's interested.
I keep up with my Facebook. I occasionally post to Instagram. But that is about it. 4th and a yard. Kovalenko shifts to the left side, offset I formation. Handoff goes to Jackson. He's got the first down.
Yeah, nice job again, just leaning forward, getting to the stripe. Cortez Jackson just gets enough to keep the chains moving. So you can see, just steps up into that area there, just enough to get that first down.
Ball just inside the Jefferson 25-yard line. A little more than 6.5 minutes remaining in this first half, and we've got a Jaguar player that is down on the field. That is Jesse Brannon. And several injury timeouts already here in this first half tonight.
It's a rough and tumble game, football. He's looking at the knee and the leg area. Ran in the starting nose guard.
And especially when you're talking about those short yardage runs where all your linebackers, all your offensive and defensive linemen are all battling for a short amount of turf.
Yeah, seems to be okay. He's coming off the field under his own power. No coach wants to ever see that, Coach Carlson. Looking at his defense, trying to see if he can get the stop here, not put any points on the board. But Coon Rapids doing a nice job on this drive. Converts on 4th and short.
And a fresh set of downs for Coon Rapids. 1st and 10 from the Jefferson 24. Offset I formation in the backfield again. The strong side left. Little in motion. Play action. Onto rolling left. He's going to run. He's got a lot of room down the sidelines. Dragged down and pulled out of bounds just shy of another first down.
Yeah, you know, we saw that earlier in the game where he chose to throw. This time, just pulls that down. He sees plenty of real estate in front of him.
9-yard gain makes it a 2nd and 1.
And really a pretty good job by Zach Cushing to track him down from behind. It'll be 2nd and about 2. They're going to call it 1. So.
Yeah.
Handoff to Kovalenko, and not a lot there.
Yeah, I'll see if he might be just a bit short. Maybe we'll see if they call for a measurement at this point. Nope, it's going to be enough short where it's going to be 3rd and less than a yard.
Three receivers, high formation in the backfield. Honda, straight drop, looks left, throws. Looking for Tunsky, jumps up, catches and scores. Touchdown, Coon Rapids.
Oh, nice job by Honda to throw it up. Tunsky with some great hands. I watched him in practice, Joe, today make a one-handed catch. And he does a nice job of fighting off the defender for the football. Coon Rapids puts their first points of the year on the board and got to be breathing a sigh of relief offensively for Coon Rapids because they're able to get that first TD. Tunsky with a nice job of just getting elevation.
Did a great job of going up and getting that, keeping it secure all the way through until there.
Now, it was on the ground.
Up. Dylan Schrippy.
Please reset the clock to 5 minutes, 45 seconds, 5:45.
And put 10 seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, that was Sam Ott on the coverage, but Tunsky did just a really nice job of getting a little higher.
Bad snap. Yeah. Schrippy's kick is no good.
Yeah, tough to bring that snap down. As you talked about, snap wasn't good. Tried to bring it down, but couldn't get it in time. Another look at the touchdown pass. Just throw to that back part of the end zone, and what a nice catch. Tunsky does a good job of getting elevation over Ott. Ott's got his back to the receiver. Ooh, that was, I don't know if he had.
He
did,
absolutely did.
And there you see the bad snap and then the kick that's going to be wide left. Plays, 85 yards, took 4:29 off the clock. 15-yard Onda to Tunsky touchdown pass.
Number 87,
Jake Hansen's going to kick the ball off for Coon Rapids. And
Hansen, end over end kick taken from the 23. And a good return by Nate Buswell.
Put that
good field position.
Yeah, great field position. Not what the Cardinals wanted to give up after scoring that touchdown. Put it right at the 41. There you see Tykeith Johnson's got the cast on the arm now. Hurt his wrist in practice. He aggravated a little bit during the game last week.
Jubel out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the 41. Looks, throws, pass complete to Shepro, right side. He's hit and driven out of bounds after a short gain.
And Shepro does a nice job of getting to the outside. He's got to turn his back to the ball and spin around to catch it. He's been busy this evening.
Shepro and Carlson wide left, Rasmussen wide right. Jubel out of the shotgun. Hands off to Miles. Nice hole. He breaks through. He's got a first down into Coon Rapids territory. Stopped as he rolls close to the 40-yard line.
That offensive line opened a huge hole for him. See if we can see it again in this situation. He's just going to run right through. Get those defensive backs having to make the tackle.
15-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the 41.
Here's the numbers on Colton Miles. 11 carries, 38 yards.
Handoff goes to Miles again. This time no room up the middle. He'll get a gain of a yard, maybe 2.
Last week by this time we'd seen a number of big plays from the Elk River Elks against this defense, doing a much better job. Different offense, of course, different style offense. That was very unique what they played against in Elk River, but doing a pretty nice job of making sure they missed a couple of tackles, but doing a good job of making sure they bring the ball carrier down.
Euban out of the shotgun. Sends the man in motion to the left. Jubel steps up, throwing deep on the right. Man wide open, but Rasmussen can't quite get under it. I mean, he had no Cardinal jerseys within 15 yards.
There was a little bit of pressure at the end here, and he had to kind of step back to throw this pass. A little bit of pressure got him to throw the ball a little bit before he wanted to.
.428 remaining first half.
Third and long situation.
Third and 8. Jubel out of the shotgun again. Rolling to his right, looks back to his left, throws, passes incomplete. Intended for John Carlson. Good coverage on the play. Couple of Cardinals there.
Yeah, defensively, that looked like Timmy Wynn there on the play. Did a nice job of running with him.
And now 4th and 8. And it looks like they're going to try and pin the Cardinals deep.
Yeah.
Number 30, Murray is in confirmation for the Jaguars.
Ryan Murray standing just on his side of midfield. Coon Rapids not sending anybody back. Going to make sure they're uptight, watching for the fake. Murray, high snap, brings it down, gets off a short, high end-over-end kick. It will take a Jefferson bounce, and this one is going to roll to a stop inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he did a nice job. You talked about pinning Coon Rapids back. They definitely did. But credit the defense with that stop. Stopped him on 3rd and long. Now you got plenty of time for this offense, see if they can sustain another long drive.
Well, 97 yards to go. You got plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Only 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, they went 85 the last time.
Handoff goes to Jackson, trying to find room on the right side. Not a lot there. He'll get a yard, maybe 2.
Have to have a good job defensively pursuing to the football. Right side of the line, not able to open up that hole. 6 carries, 35 yards for Cortez Jackson. Chris the Cardinal in the house.
Tunsky, the man in motion, he'll get the carry, hit in the backfield and drop for a loss. A flag flying on the far side of the field. Have to see what that was. Good job of penetration and stopping in the backfield.
Great tackle on Tunsky.
Zach Cushing who broke through and made the tackle.
Got 6 on the line of scrimmage. Decline.
Yeah, definitely decline that penalty. Puts him in
third and long
situation.
It'll be 3rd and 11 from the 3. And a timeout, Jefferson, with 3:26 remaining first half.
Yeah, why not? You got them in a 3rd and long situation, deep in their own territory. If you're Jefferson, and call that timeout. Talk about what you want to do. If they stop them here and force the Cardinals to punt, they should get really good field position with plenty of time left before the half runs out.
And I believe this is their first time out.
Yeah, it is their first time out. It's not our first time doing sports night. We're back on Monday nights live at 7:30. Make sure you catch us up. The fastest half hour in cable television. I'm going to bring you all the highlights from this past week and the writing styles of Joe Yudd.
Big play for Coon Rapids on offense here.
You see the numbers for Onda. 3 of 5, 54 yards, a score and a pick here in the first half.
Onda under center, I formation in the backfield. Play action, he's hit and sacked. Fumble, ball is out. And it's a safety.
Boy, what a nice job. They like to send people. Perfect time to send the blitzer. Nobody, back coverage. You see that again.
Fortunately for Coon Rapids,
they fell on it.
Jackson was able to fall on top of it.
That was Cushing again.
Second sack of the game for the Jaguars. This one in the end zone, forces the fumble.
Yeah, Zach Cushing did a nice
and
job.
The safety
came around the end untouched. Not much Onda could do on that. Makes the score 15-6 now in favor of the Jaguars.
Again, they will get good field position with a lot of clock remaining here in the second quarter. Coon Rapids will get the ball to start the second half, but want to keep that hole from getting any deeper.
Outside of Jefferson falling on the ball for the score, it was the best outcome that could happen. You get the 2 points for the safety, and now free kick comes.
Hansen to kick it away, short end over end kick handled in Coon Rapids territory. And the Jaguars will start at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, with plenty of time. You see this, it's a short kick. Not much on it. I think Noah Ciro was the one that gathered that in and proceeded to bowl over a couple of Cardinals before he was brought to the ground. Well, it's good to see Nick Gervais back into the game. You saw him get underneath a pile and walk gingerly off the field earlier.
1st and 10 from the 37. Jubel out of the shotgun, rolls right, throws, passes complete to Shepro. He is dragged out of bounds shy of the 30 after a gain of about 5.
15 Newton's pass is complete to number 11, Shepro. Brought down number 17, Brandon Cooper for the Cardinals. There is also the second. Second and 4.
Stops the clock with 3:07 remaining in the half.
Second and 5 from the 32. Jubel out of the shotgun again. Handoff goes to Miles, left side, nothing there. May have gotten a yard.
Yeah, good job again, Cardinals, making sure that they stuff that middle.
Third and 4. Shepro, the man in motion. Jubel will roll to his right. Throws incomplete. Just gunned that over the head of Eric Rasmussen.
Oh, nice coverage defensively for Coon Rapids. Didn't give Jubel anything to throw to.
And now another 4th down for the Jaguars. He double pumped a little bit.
Just got a text from Neil Hennon. He's in Texas watching the game as we speak. Big shout out to Neil Hennon. Sent us a picture of him right next to his laptop.
Timeout Jefferson. 2:26 remaining here in the second quarter. Jaguars with a 15-6 lead. And facing a big 4th down.
Yeah, big, if defense comes up here and gets a stop, it's a huge stop for Coon Rapids. Well, that's how Neil Hennon's watching this game on YouTube. When you're not at home and you can't catch us on the TV and you want to watch us, make sure you go to YouTube and you can catch all our stuff live. Just like Neil Hennon is doing in Texas. Crowd having a good time here tonight. Like to see a nice stop on defense for their home club. Good turnout, as you talked about. A lot of people in the house watch this first Friday night game of the year.
Big snap right here on 4th down. 4th and about 4 for Jefferson from the Coon Rapids 31-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Jubel with Miles in the backfield out of the shotgun. Drops back, throws over the middle, passes incomplete. Receiver on the far side calling for a flag.
They're not getting one. I think he slipped.
But
regardless,
it was Ty Keese on the coverage, and he ended up on the turf, and the receiver didn't.
Yeah, there was no contact there.
And a big turnover on downs. And Coon Rapids still 1 timeout opportunity here if they can make things happen.
Well, 2:20 left on the clock.
Yeah, there's enough time.
Red's in the house.
He never has to watch on YouTube.
No, he's always here.
Strong side right, I formation in the backfield. On to back up under center. Handoff goes to Parker. Huge hole Across the 50, keeps going to the 41-yard line at Jefferson. Jackson just exploded through that hole.
That's exactly what this offense needed here in this short period. A quick run, pick up some good chunks of yardage. Just watch him shoot through this hole. Great job offensively. Look how big that hole was for him to run through. Bounced off a tackle, able to keep his feet moving. Pick up a couple additional yards.
28 yards on the carry, 1st and 10 from the 41.
7 carries, 65 yards for Cortez Jackson.
On to checking off at the line. We'll get back up under center. High formation again behind him. Quick look to the left side. Wants Tunsky. Tied up with the receiver, and there's the flag. That receiver never looked back and was in contact the whole time. And I think that was the right call.
Officials discussing it. We'll see what referee has to say.
Pass interference, defense.
I'll see it again. You're right. His back was to the football, and he's using his hands, not looking at the football, and that's a good call.
There'll be a 15-yard penalty. 1st and 10 from the 26. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Handoff goes to Jackson. Another big hole, and he drives the pile forward for another 1st down, close to the 10.
I tell you, Cortez Jackson is doing a great job on the ground for Coon Rapids. And again, give credit to that offensive line up front. They're doing an excellent job of opening up holes, giving him a lot of real estate to run through.
1st and 10 from the 12. And now
please reset the clock to 1 minute, 46 seconds. 1:46.
All kinds of time at this point.
8 carries, 78 yards for that young man there.
Think about that. They started this drive at the 31. They're now at the Jefferson 12-yard line. And there's only been not even 40 seconds off the clock.
Big chunks of yardage. Plus a penalty. That helped him as well.
Jackson, the deep back. 2 receivers right. Handoff goes to Jackson. A little shifty move. Gets him inside the 10 to about the 8.
Yeah, he's tough to bring down. A little bit of a tough snap. Onda able to grab it before he dropped it to the ground, but a good run by Cortez.
Gain of 4. 2nd and 6 from the 8. Jackson again looking for room on the left, bounces away, and then is spun around and down. He's dropped at the 11, and it'll be 3rd and about 9.
I don't know if the Cardinals have a timeout, but this
they do.
Yeah, this is now they call it here. They let some time come off the clock before they called that. That'll be their 3rd and final.
Please reset the clock to 43 seconds. 43.
Well, they'll get a couple seconds back.
They'll take it.
Both sidelines dancing. We got a good one going.
We do. We have. It's a good contest. And Joe Young rocking out here in the booth.
Well, they asked the clock be reset to 43. That hasn't happened yet. Big 3rd down coming up here for Coon Rapids. 3rd and 9 from the Jefferson 11-yard line. Now they put those seconds back on. Tunsky and Little lined up wide right. Play action on to Chase to his left. Throws incomplete. I think somebody got a finger on it, but a flag. We'll have to see what that is.
And I thought I saw some Cardinals celebrating after that flag. So we'll see what they call it. It's going to go against Jefferson. No, I think both ways.
not.
I think it's both ways.
Illegal downfield. Decline.
Oh, decline. Okay, because originally he had
Fourth down.
pointed to Jefferson and then pointed over to Coon Rapids. So I thought maybe they were going to call double penalties. I think he had some room to run too. Trying to force that into hip. Oh yeah, you're right. It was tipped.
Yeah, he had Tyler hip.
Yeah.
Ball batted away.
Jefferson's going to call a timeout with a little under 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Been an entertaining one.
A ginormous fourth down play upcoming. 4th and 9 from the 11.
We'll see what's in the playbook here for Coon Rapids. Young kids, some of the young kids on the field tonight.
Dance team ready for their turn on the field, all sporting that Cardinal Nation Tackling Cancer event.
Hey, look, who's that number 2?
That poor kid looks just like his old man.
Yeah, he'll grow out of it, hopefully.
Only if he's lucky. And a flag as the ball is snapped.
I think that's against Coon Rapids.
Ball start, back him up.
Ouch.
Dead ball foul. Legal procedure.
2 infractions in a row on this drive here at the end zone, towards the end zone, and that's going to push them back and make it a difficult 4th down situation for Coon Rapids.
As if 4th and 9 was not difficult enough, now it's 4th and 14. Straight drop. Throwing left side, has little behind the defense. He can't bring it in.
Oh, he had that.
Incomplete in the end zone.
That pass was there. What a nice throw. Anda just laid it up and over the top of the defense. And Little was there. He had it on his hands. Let's take another look at it. Good protection. Yeah, that ball should have been caught. Tough play. But give credit to Anda. He put it where he needed to be, where only Little could catch it.
Not easy to make those over-the-shoulder grabs.
Nope.
Little got the fingers on it, but could not make it happen. And Jefferson just going to take a knee and take this one to the halftime with a 15-6 lead.
Well, the Cardinals will get the ball to start half number 2.
Well, and they've got to take away from this. They started this drive. Well, first they held for a 4 and out.
Right.
When Jefferson had great field position, they moved the ball all the way down, ran into some trouble.
Yeah, I think
again inside the red zone, which was their trouble last week.
Well, I think there was about 2:20 left on the clock when they started this
Correct.
drive. So they did a nice job of moving the ball down the field, as you mentioned. But you got to finish, and penalties took them out of a situation where it made it much more difficult for them to convert.
And we will take a break as we reach the half with Jefferson leading 15-6. We'll be back with the Coon Rapids Cardettes after this on CTN.
Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Families come in all sizes and shapes. Sometimes your friends are your family by choice, or sometimes you're just stuck with Uncle Charles. But what we know is that you want to protect the people that are close to you. But the flu can unravel everything. Your flu vaccine protects you and your family. No matter what draws your family together, protect yourself, protect your family. Everyone needs a flu vaccine.
Back at the Cardinals Sports Complex, Jefferson leading Coon Rapids 15-6 as we reach the half, and some good and bad things on both sides of the ball for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Cardinals had a couple opportunities to score, especially at the end of that game, and penalties took them out of really good field position. But I think they found a running back in Cortez Jackson. He had a nice first half, and that's a find for them. They get the ball in the second half, and I think that'll determine offensively they come down and put some more points on the board. Got to feel pretty good.
Well, let's take a look at some of the highlights from that first half. Jefferson able to get on the board first. Their opening drive goes straight down the field and ends with a 40-yard score. Jubel finding Rasmussen, who bounces off a couple of tackles and gets in for the score. Coon Rapids trying to answer. A little too much air under that one, and Tobone gets the pick. And on 4th and goal, after a great goal line stand, they finally punch it through with Ted Kalina. Cardinals come back, and a nice catch by Tanner Tusky in the end zone for the first points of the season for Coon Rapids. Good job, good decision by Jefferson to try and pin the Cardinals. They do so. They end up with the sack, forcing the fumble, and it turns into a safety. And then right there at the end, an opportunity, but Jordan Little just can't bring in the over-the-shoulder catch in the final minute that could have closed the gap to only a couple of points.
There you see the stats. It actually Coon Rapids outgaining the Jaguars 158-22, 104 yards on the ground. Jackson doing a good job. Cortez Jackson doing a good job at most of that. Just the one turnover for Coon Rapids, but it came at a tough time in the game, and it led to their second score. But as we mentioned, Coon Rapids going to get the ball here to start the second half, and we'll see offensively what they have in store for Jefferson.
And now for your further halftime entertainment, we give you the Coon Rapids Marching Cardinals.
One more time, let's give it up for our Coon Rapids marching Cardinals and Color Guard.
CTN Studios is the local community television station in Coon Rapids. We broadcast everything from high school sports to local news to community events, concerts, parades.
What we do here at CTN is specialized in that we can cover a little bit more in depth things that are actually going on right in our backyard, right in our community, and it gives people a chance to really focus in and appreciate what's going on around them.
You've got the news, you've got the city council meetings, you've got the city connections, which gives you in-depth look into what's happening within the city government. You got the sports, but then you also have so much more. You get to see the concerts and events put on down at the Coon Rapids Dam or by the high school's music department. Graduation every year. Miss Coon Rapids pageant is always a big event. Every year on the 4th of July, the Coon Rapids parade for the 4th of July is one of the biggest in the Twin Cities. A lot of those types of community events you just don't get anywhere else.
You know, I talk to other ADs at our conference AD meetings, at our region AD meetings. They do the things that people do when they're jealous of something. And people are jealous of what CTN brings us.
Here, a lot of people, they watch the council meetings, and our local CTN channel is tremendous. And I think more and more people are tuning into those channels.
CTN News is a local newscast done in Coon Rapids here. We're a lot more local than the other channels here in the metro. We cover the stories that matter to the community here in Coon Rapids.
We're interested in the community. We want to know what's going on in the community. We want to bring that to television, but the day-to-day happenings around the Twin Cities may not necessarily affect people in Coon Rapids. That gives us a little bit more flexibility on what we cover. We don't have to cover everything. We cover what's important for our community.
Government is where we got started with our station back in the 80s. It started with government meetings, council meetings, planning commission meetings. You might be surprised to know that the council meetings are one of our highest rated shows.
I think that people in watching the cable broadcasts of the council meeting can get a pretty good sense of their representatives and the work they're doing and get them informed in the community.
I think it shows you how much people care about their local government and want to know what's going on, and they're able to do that by tuning into CTN.
City Connections is a program that allows residents to see a behind-the-scenes view of city operations. There's a lot of inner workings that goes on in local government, from public safety to water and sewer services to road reconstruction projects. We allow viewers to come inside city operations and see what it takes to do different projects, what it takes to deliver these services. We have the ability to showcase those stories, and I think that's a benefit to the community, and that brings people together. They feel closer to the people that they live with, that they work with, and ultimately where they live.
Sports Night is a half-hour highlight show that we do focusing on Coon Rapids High School athletics each week during the school year.
We talk about what games happened and what the stats were, and have highlights, short highlights of all the games from that previous week. And we're able to kind of keep people up to date on what's been going on in all sports.
Usually we do 2 sporting events plus a sports night every week during the school year. Not many communities, if any, get this type of coverage for all of their high school athletics.
Well, we cover, you know, your typical sports, football, baseball, and basketball, hockey, those kind of things, but we're able to do other sports like swimming or like tennis that maybe you don't see as much.
Just recently we were able to start bringing more live programming to the CTN viewing audience, which I think makes things that much more special especially for residents who are not able to attend events. They know that they can see it as it happens just by turning their TV to channel 15. That's something that most cities do not have the opportunity to do, and CTN offers.
Our biggest impact is just bringing the community together. Of course, your neighborhoods, people are connected at the neighborhood level, the school level. This kind of brings everything together in the community. Those folks that have cable TV can watch us. They can watch all the different things that we do, from news to sports to concerts to parades, and just really feel connected as a community through television.
The good thing about CTN and the biggest value that CTN brings to us is that CTN puts out those great things that are going on at Coon Rapids High School better than anybody else.
It is something that most communities do not have and many would envy, and I think it is a great benefit for the citizens of Coon Rapids, and if they really take the time to look at what CTN means to the city of Coon Rapids and its residents, I think they'll find it's something incredibly special.
I think the professionalism and the people that are involved with CTN have done with it is beyond what I thought was going to happen. They've taken it to a whole new level, and the quality is something that I guess I didn't exactly envision, but it's been really good. More than good.
It's about involving the community, making sure they're informed, and having fun with it at the same time. We're really able to go in depth, and I think people really notice that, and they really appreciate it, and they really like it.
I think the thing that's important to me is the love we get back from the community. People will recognize you in public and say what a great job you do, and that makes me happy, and I think that tells that we do our job here. Oh, hi. I'm TV's Howie Shapiro. And when I'm not announcing CTN sports broadcasts with my sidekick, Joe Yen, I'm watching all the other great programs on the CTN Studios YouTube page. There's news stories, great local events, and even full games. You can even watch on any smart device with a YouTube app. Whether that's your phone or a tablet, you can watch CTN's great programming wherever and whenever you want. You can even watch CTN's event coverage live. So no matter where you are, you can share in all the excitement. CTN Studios, building community through cable.
Heroes come from small towns.
Many of our heroes coming home from wars in Iraq and Afghanistan have a new battle: unemployment. Hello, I'm Rocky Lynn.
I'm Sergeant Dejan Farrell.
And I'm Captain Ron Jarvie. The unemployment rate for today's veteran is 12%.
That's twice the average of others living here in the Heartland.
This year, tribute to the troops, the Armed Forces, and members of the Upper Midwest ME chapter are asking you to help. Hire today's veteran.
To hire today's veteran, visit Hero to Hired at h2h.jobs.
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, just about ready to get this second half underway. Coon Rapids trailing Bloomington Jefferson 15-6, but they will get the opportunity to get the ball back to start this third quarter.
Yeah, they will, and I think this is an important, you talked about an important drive early in that first half. I think this could be an important drive for Coon Rapids offensively. They want to, again, establish something here. They had that opportunity towards the end of the half, couldn't score and get some points. So now, now coming back here in the start of the second half, it's a good opportunity here offensively. I think they'll continue to try and run the ball like they did in the first half as well, and develop some ground continuity and try and mix up a few passes here. We'll see what they have in store.
Well, and again, that final drive of that first half for Coon Rapids, reminiscent of what happened last week. They were able to move the ball, but then stalled when they got down deep. Good kick, handled at the 5-yard line. And up to about the 20 is Bryson Moore.
It bobbled just a bit. Able to at least get a little past the 20 here to start this drive. There you see the numbers in the first half for Austin Honda. 3 of 7 for 54 yards. It did have that touchdown, but also a pick.
Well, and nearly added his second touchdown right at the end. Coon Rapids will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. I formation in the backfield. Hip will line up as the tight end on the left side. Handoff goes to Jackson. Big hole left side, trying to get around the corner. He's got speed out to midfield. Stiff arm gets away inside the 40 to the 33-yard line, and that's how you get the second half started for the Coon Rapids offense.
Yeah, exactly. We thought that was what was going to happen. Jackson doing a nice job here getting around the corner. You talked about his speed. Did a nice job of getting out of that tackle, just staying in bounds, picking up some additional yardage. And the Cardinals, there you see his numbers, 11 carries, 125 yards now for Cortez Jackson.
And all of a sudden, Coon Rapids threatening on just the second play of the second half. I formation in the backfield again. Handoff goes to Kovalenko. And that did not fool the Jaguar front line. He's going to gain a couple, but not a lot there.
You and I were talking during halftime that, Kovalenko did a nice job in that first game running the ball, and now we'll see him trying to mix in between Jackson and Kovalenko on this ground game.
2-yard gain makes it 2nd and 8. They'll move Hip to the tight end spot on the right side this time. Handoff goes to Jackson. And a good job by the Jaguars of plugging that hole on the right side. He's going to gain about 3.
Yeah, but he does a
bring up 3rd down.
Sorry, Joe. He does a nice job of, again, keeping his feet moving, not going down on that initial hit.
Third and 5, ball just inside the 28-yard line. Strong side left this time. I formation again in the backfield behind Honda. Checking off at the line of scrimmage. And this is going to be a very, very, very early timeout for Coon Rapids.
Probably one that Coach Young didn't really want to take. But at the point he felt he didn't see something he liked in that formation. And, this is a 3rd and 5 down here, important down for Coon Rapids offensively. Coach Carlson, when we talked about the matchup with Coon Rapids, he said, we talked about early in the game that presents a different matchup than St. Louis Park did. Certainly bigger up front are Coon Rapids, and also that he was concerned with their skill positions. And I know he's seeing an opportunity here from Coon Rapids to answer back again.
So after the timeout, Cardinals hopefully have their ducks in a row as they line up 3rd and 5. Handoff goes to Jackson, right side, fights through first contact. He's got the 1st down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I just like his drive, his leg strength, and how he refuses to come down.
Well, and give a lot of credit to the line.
Absolutely.
Big hole. But yeah, that's
a big boy trying to bring him down.
I was just going to say, that's a big boy. Arshawn Carter-White listed at 6'1", 290 that had initial contact on him.
And he broke away from him. Yeah, he's a big nose guard right over center.
1st and 10 from the 23. Handoff goes to Kovalenko. He keeps his feet moving, keeps driving.
Did he drop? He
ball
dropped the
came
ball.
out.
Yeah.
Jefferson indicating they have it, and they do.
Yeah, frustrating turnovers. Yeah, just a good job to strip it out. He was trying to cover it up with two hands, but he couldn't get a good grasp of it. And then give credit to the defense knocking that ball out after a nice drive by Coon Rapids, and they were knocking on the door. Tough turnover for the Cardinals.
Nate Buswell able to fall on it. And the Jaguars will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 14. Ubel out of the shotgun. Sends Shepro in motion. High snap. Dragged down by the back and tripped up in the backfield is Miles.
That was Tykees Johnson on the tackle. A nice play for Tykees coming in from his defensive back position. Again, you see the snap, but wasn't a good one. And watch number 6 come into your picture and drop for a loss.
2nd and 13 from their own 11. Ubel back out of the shotgun. Rolling to his left. Cox fires. Has a man open. The pass is complete to Rasmussen. And he's going to be well short of the first down. And he'll bring up 3rd down and about 7.
Yeah, a 3rd and long situation here, and see if the defense again can get this stop after turning the ball over. The offense turning the ball over.
Guess they're going to call it 3rd and 6.
Yep.
Either way, a crucial 3rd down for the Coon Rapids defense. Fake it a couple of times, and that didn't fool anyone. Coon Rapids sniffs it out.
Yeah, nice stop by the defense.
And Miles stonewalled. They tried to fake the flanker sweep.
Josh Cock on the stop.
Miles stopped immediately, and it'll be a punting situation.
Great job by the defense coming in, and
I'm surprised they blew the whistles as quickly as they did. And I mean, with them standing him up, they have an opportunity to strip that ball, but those whistles blew almost immediately. Good punt, and there's going to be the flag. Flag came out late, but Cardinals not given an opportunity to try and field that punt. It was a pretty good punt.
Yeah, it was a nice punt.
He came down just on the other side of midfield. And Coon Rapids going to end up with really good field position out of this.
Timmy Wynn kind of pushed the player from behind, but yeah, you got to give him an opportunity to catch that football.
And you saw Neil Walsh throw his hands in the air saying, I'm being pushed, but did not play well enough with the official as he collided with. And I think that's what argument the far sideline is making.
Yeah, Coach Carlson was not happy with that call and felt that his player was pushed into punt returner. Sorting everything out here.
So the 15-yard penalty, this will give Coon Rapids the football at about the 37-yard line. The 37 or 38. And Carlson continuing to plead his case, and
it's taking a long time to.
Well, they're going to call the penalty, but they're
not going to put any yardage on.
They are not. So Coon Rapids will take over at their own 48-yard line. If it's a penalty, how's there no penalty?
No yardage. No yardage walked off.
Interesting. Fumble on the snap. Jefferson has it right back. Third turnover of the game for Coon Rapids.
Well, I guess it didn't matter now. They got the ball back, but that's an unfortunate set of circumstances for Coon Rapids.
Defense came out, did a nice job. Offense gives it right back.
I'm just not sure if he came away from center without. Looked like he came away from center without really getting a good hold on the ball. That's a costly turnover for Coon Rapids. They held them defensively. He had good field
Ubel
position.
standing right at midfield out of the shotgun. 1st and 10 from the Coon Rapids 45. Handoff. Goes to Miles, and Miles is going to gain a couple up the middle, but not a lot there. He's certainly not having the kind of campaign he had last week.
No, definitely not. We talked about him in the beginning of the show that he had 137 yards and a couple scores, I believe.
Yep, plus caught a couple for a touchdown.
In a little over a half. There you see 16 carries, 39 yards. The Cardinals doing a good job of keeping them bottled up.
2nd and 8. Ubel throws, pass complete, a first down to John Carlson.
Carlson just does that quick little slant across the middle. Ubel does a nice job of delivering it.
11-yard gain, a first down at the Coon Rapids 32. Quick swing pass, right side is complete.
Nice.
But Walsh wrapped up and dropped for a loss.
Oh, nice play by Hip on that play defensively. Did a good job.
And a late flag
comes in. It is a late
in.
flag. It's going to go against the Cardinals. I'm not sure. I'm not. Oh, I think are they going to call a late hit?
Dead ball foul, personal foul.
That'll be 15 yards after stopping them for a 3-yard loss. Or a 4-yard loss, 5-yard loss even. They give him a free 15. Oh.
Yeah, just a play that should never happen. Play, you want to be aggressive and you want to make plays on the field, but that play was over with. You can't have that.
First and 10 now from the 23. Handoff goes to Walsh. He's going to get across the 20 to the 19.
You know, this defense doing a nice job for the most part here tonight, but you shoot yourself in the foot with a bad penalty like that. Give them better field position and opportunity to continue their drive.
2nd and 7 out from the 18. Ubel out of the shotgun again. Looks left, throws. Incomplete. Out of the outstretched arms of Eric Rasmussen.
Yeah, trying to find that corner. Rasmussen trying to dive for that pass. It's going to be a little bit long. Good thought. Had an opportunity, but couldn't connect in the pass.
Jaguars with a 15-6 lead midway through this third quarter. They face 3rd and 7. Handoff goes to Walsh, trying to get around that left side, tripped up. He's going to be shy of the first down, but certainly 4-down territory.
And again, just trying to gain that edge. Keith Johnson gets a hold of him, gets an opportunity to stop him up. And
4th and about 4 from the 15. Defense trying to make another big hold after an offensive turnover. No, they're going to go try and kick a field goal. Ryan Murray out to attempt. This will be about a 32-yarder. Kick is up. It is good.
Oh, just made it through. And it was a high snap, too. A good job by the holder to bring it down. It's going to make it 18-6 now in favor of Jefferson. You can see this, the high snap. Kicks just barely through. Some of the Jefferson fans doing some push-ups for that, 18 push-ups for that score.
Well, it's so rare that you see field goals in the high school game, especially from 30 or more yards, but a good one. He did not clear the bar by much, but he didn't need to. Able to put it through and add to his team's lead.
The story of this game for Coon Rapids is
turnovers,
turnovers and penalties, and that's exactly the two things that you talk about that you can't have. And Coon Rapids, unfortunately, is falling the victim to it.
Walsh high but short end-over-end kick taken at the 13. And a good return by Bryson Moore out to about the 33.
Bryson Moore, bobbled a little bit, but able to, as you mentioned, get a good return. Good field position for the Cardinals offensively. Well, they need to make something happen. 7 plays, 30 yards, 248. 32-yard field goal by Murray pushes the score to 18-6 in favor of Bloomington Jefferson.
Cardinals' last 2 offensive drives have ended on turnovers. Handoff goes to Jackson. He's going to be out to about the 38, 39-yard line, a gain of about 5.
He's done a nice job on the ground. It's just the second effort has gotten him a number of yards, additional yards.
Handoff goes to Jackson again. He's caught in the backfield, but able to fall forward to the 40 for a gain of a yard.
Should make it now 3rd and 5. Been a good Zach Cushing. He's been all over the field defensively for the Jaguars.
3rd and 4. Cardinals trailing by 12 here late in the 3rd quarter. Straight drop. Lofting it to the left side. Trying to adjust, but unable to make the catch. And Cardinal coaches want the interference. And again, we saw it earlier that they drew the interference on a nearly identical play looking for Tanner Tunsky. And watch the defenders.
Yeah, he's not looking back at the ball.
Face guarding. Even without making contact, he did get the ball, though.
He did get the ball.
You got to give him credit.
Yep.
You got to give him credit on that. We've got another player down.
Oh, that's Zach Cushing.
Player on the far side.
Yeah, that's they can't afford to lose him. It's been a force on their defense. I think he's going to be okay. It's good to see.
And so Coon Rapids facing 4th down. And they're going to send out the punting unit, I think.
I believe so.
Probably a wise decision from their own 40. Brandon Martin into punt from his own 27-yard line. Walsh, the deep back, standing at about the Jefferson 25. And it's a fake. And Kovalenko has the first down.
Great job. Caught Bloomington Jefferson off guard. And just the snap directly to Kovalenko. And he's able to keep this drive alive for Coon Rapids. That was a big pickup on fourth down.
And a big first down conversion.
Huge.
To keep the offense, or get the offense, really back on the field. I formation in the backfield. Play action onto rolling left. Being chased, will tuck it and run. Puts his head down and dives across midfield to the Jefferson 48-yard line. Gain of about 7.
Yeah, did a nice job of realizing there wasn't a receiver open. Looked downfield and decided that he saw enough of an opening to gain some positive yards.
Fake punts reminding me. Remember the Digger Anderson fake punt?
Yeah.
Where he threw it for like a 55-yard touchdown?
Yep, I remember.
I don't remember who was on the receiving end. On second down, the run goes to Jackson. And Cortez Jackson leans forward for a gain of about 2. It'll bring up third and short.
Well, I bet there's somebody out there listening that could call us and let us know the answer to that question. But I do remember the play. Man, we've been here a long time.
I'm going to call this third and a long yard. Handoff goes to Kovalenko. He breaks through first contact, has the first down, spins his way to the 37-yard line. Another Coon Rapids first down.
Yeah, just second effort. Look at the dirt. Look at the grass in the helmet. That's the best one of all.
Well, and look at the way he's holding the ball as well. 2 hands, keeping control. He's not going to get stripped again.
A little bit of turf in that helmet. 8 carries, 48 yards. Did lose a fumble in this game. Oh, almost dropped the ball there.
Jackson, and he's going to be stopped for a no gain. They got to get Kovalenko back out there. I think he's just going to give him a second helmet.
He's got the dirt in the face, and that's the way football's supposed to be played. He's got to do a little repair to the helmet before he gets back out there, get some of that grass, some of that field out of it.
2nd and 10. 4 receivers in the game. Handoff goes to Jackson again, dives forward inside the 35 to the 34. A gain of about 4. It'll be third down again.
Again, trying to test that middle. Jackson does a nice job of little hop to the hole and able to pick up some additional yards, but now 3rd and long. Time ticking down here in the 3rd quarter.
Play action. Onda has some room. Throwing has little. Can't make the catch inbounds. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, Little was open. Pass couldn't find him inbounds. Again, good protection. He likes that play where he throws on the run, rolling to his left.
Cardinals keeping the offense on the field here on 4th and 7. Converted on a 4th down earlier on this drive on the fake bunt. 4 receivers in the game for Onda. Straight drop, looks left, throws, incomplete.
He had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Again, Cushing coming in from his position to put pressure on him. Not much he could do, just had to get rid of the ball as quickly as possible and couldn't find a receiver. Watch number 25 coming in. He had to immediately get rid of that football. Not sure if that play was supposed to go in or out. Receiver went in, pass one out.
So Jefferson will take over. Just a little bit more than a minute remaining in this third quarter. They're up 18-6. Jubel out of the shotgun, hands off. Miles is spun around and down after another short gain.
Now, granted, the situation wasn't the same, but this looks like a different defense than in week 1. 17 carries,
well,
41 yards.
Well, they're not facing the shell game.
No,
this
they're not.
This is a little more straightforward offense.
Exactly.
But yes, they have played well, this defense. And they are called on to come up big here again. Late in the third quarter, Miles trying to get around the left side and can't. Tripped up in the backfield by Tyler Hipp.
Tyler Hipp has been.
And it'll be third and long.
He has been a man here tonight. We're going to see it again. He's not going to be fooled by this, and he stays with Miles, able to get to that edge. Just a great job of getting low, getting to his ankle and bringing him down. And that'll do it for the third quarter.
It will, and it will be 3rd and 10 when we return. Jefferson leading Coon Rapids 18-6. You're watching live high school football on CTN.
Jimmy can't sing, and Tommy can't dance. So we're gonna put some ants in their pants. Aww.
Kids will spend 22 minutes watching us, the super duper party troopers, sing about ants in their pants.
Isn't that funny? Ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants, they've got ants in their pants.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Back at the Cardinal Sports Complex, Bloomington Jefferson an 18-6 lead, and they have the ball facing 3rd and long as we start the 4th quarter.
That was a great defensive play to end that quarter for Coon Rapids. Puts the pressure now, as you mentioned, 3rd and long. Bloomington Jefferson.
Jubel out of the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Miles in the backfield with him out of the shotgun. Shepro in motion from right to left. Pass is incomplete, well behind the intended receiver, Eric Rasmussen, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, using Shembo as a target, thinking they're going to throw the little flare to him. Tried that again, cross, which has been successful a few times here for Euban. That time, Cardinals did a nice job defensively, and again, another stop.
In formation, Jaguars. 22, 17. Brandon Cooper, back deep for the Cardinals.
So Murray in to kick from his own 20. Gervais and Cooper, the deep backs for Coon Rapids. And we've got a whistle and a flag. That's going to be delay of game. It's going to back them up 5.
Dead ball foul, delay of game, 5-yard penalty.
Should give Coon Rapids a little better field position here after this punt.
So that'll mean Walsh standing at his own 17. Gets off a good punt. Wow, great downfield coverage. Coon Rapids will just clear out, and this ball is going to die at about the Coon Rapids 38-yard line. Got to give credit to the Jefferson Gunners. They got downfield
They did.
quick.
They did.
And a good high punt from Walsh. No chance of any return, but Coon Rapids still going to have good field position.
Yeah, and definitely
still
good.
plenty of time
plenty
remaining
of
in
time.
this ball game. Ball at the 39-yard line. Handoff goes to Jackson, somehow found a hole, and dives forward across the 45 to the 46, a gain of 7.
Yeah, again, another nice carry for Jackson. He just does a really good job of hitting the hole hard. 19 carries, 152 yards for Cortez Jackson. We have a full quarter to go here.
You'll get another carry here on second down.
There's a flag.
He's across midfield and across the first down marker, but a couple of
I think it's against Coon Rapids.
Flags on the field.
It's a hold. Yep.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat to second down.
Penalties and turnovers. Eight penalties on the Cardinals, only 2 on the Jaguars.
Second at about 14. 13, 14, somewhere in there. Second in a bunch. Handoff is going to go around the right side, and Brandon Cooper is going to get very close to a first down. Let's see where they mark it. Standing right at midfield, and that would be enough. And it looks like it will be a first down.
Yeah, great job blocking, and nice job by Jackson getting a little chip block on a linebacker. Only more to gain some additional yards. Now we have a Jaguar down on the field.
We have seen far too much of this. This looks more like a cramp.
Yeah, I think that is a cramp. They're just trying to work it out.
But yeah, a lot of injuries, and fortunately nothing serious. Nope. But a lot of injury timeouts this evening.
Hey, Joe.
Yes.
Did you know we're on Facebook?
What?
Can you believe
You're
it?
kidding me.
I know. If anybody hasn't,
I will be going on immediately to check that out, search it out, and like it.
Well, if you are like Joe and had no clue that we're on Facebook, you go check us out as well.
Joe has no clue about so many things.
That's part of your charm.
I hope so, because that's all I got. Well,
Hey,
this perhaps a nice breather for both teams, but obviously more beneficial to the defense, which Coon Rapids has really seemed to be having their way with them recently, except for the turnovers.
Yeah, they have, and
penalties.
And those are things that stall drives
and inability,
and kill drives.
Inability to finish.
Yeah.
I did not keep red zone count this week, but I know there are a couple of turnovers on downs. We have 2 fumbles and 1 interception. So 3 turnovers plus a couple on downs. The safety was also a fumble, but it's an important drive for the Coon Rapids offense. Really need to finish it off and cut this to a 1-score lead. They have it 1st and 10, ball right at midfield. Kovalenko in front of Jackson in the backfield. Jackson will get the carry, hit as he reaches the line, and he will be stopped for no gain.
Dwayne Moore on the tackle for Bloomington Jefferson. Again, as you mentioned, no place for Cortez Jackson to run. Good job defensively for Bloomington Jefferson this time.
So 2nd and 10. Play action, rolling to his left is Honda. Thinks about running. A lot of blue jerseys, and Kovalenko just crushed a block. But still, no gain on the play. Kovalenko laid a vicious block.
And we'll see it here
to seal the corner.
Good job by the defense
the left
to
side
string
of
it
your
out.
screen. And right there.
Oh. Ouch. That'll leave a mark.
I can hear it up here with my headphones on. But it's still 3rd and 10 from midfield. Handoff again goes to Cooper, trying to run around that right side. Not quite as effective. He's going to be stopped short of the 1st down, but it'll be a very manageable about 4th and 2.
Yeah, we saw Cooper gain a 1st down on a play very similar to that. Three carries, 18 yards for Cooper on the evening.
9 minutes remaining in the contest. Jefferson leading 18-6. Handoff goes to Kovalenko. He's got the 1st down.
And then some. Again, you give it to the up back. Let the bruiser carry the ball.
Needed 2, got 3. And the Cardinals able to move the chains again. Handoff again to Brandon Cooper, running that sweep to the right, found a seam, and is out of bounds at about the 32 after another strong gain.
Oh, did a nice job of following his blockers around the end. Picked up 7 on the play.
Make it 2nd and 3. Handoff, Jackson met in the backfield and dropped for a loss.
Again, I believe that was Dwayne Moore on the play. We saw him bring him down for no gain earlier. Now a loss.
Well, they were on him. They know he's going to get the ball.
Yeah, no surprise.
So 3rd and 4. Handoff goes to Kovalenko. He's got a 1st down again to the 27-yard line.
Jefferson has no answer for that short gain by Kovalenko. We've seen it work a number of times here tonight. We have a Cardinal down.
It's Tyler Hipp, I believe. I think he got run over by Kovalenko.
That's enough to put you on the turf. Let's hope he's okay. He's a big contributor for Coon Rapids.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Let's see if we can see it here. Yeah. Oh yeah, right in the got a knee in the side.
Yeah, he got blocked in front of Kovalenko, and then
kneed him.
Got the full force of the full back. And it looks like they're going to take a little bit of extra time to get him up off the field. Hopefully he's going to be okay.
Yeah.
And now we're just about ready to step away. And he's up on his feet, and that's a great sign.
That's a great sign. Walking off under his own power. I like to see that.
First and 10 from the 27. Handoff to Jackson, and again, the Jaguars able to close that hole in the middle quickly.
You saw the first downs for the second half. Coon Rapids 7, only 2 for Bloomington Jefferson.
Second and 8 from the 25. Cooper in motion. He'll get the carry this time running around the left side. Stiff arms a man, gets a corner. And he's down inside the 20. He'll be short of the third down, but it'll be very manageable yardage at this point.
Well, I like it because, as you mentioned, the stiff arm there, and then he uses his speed to gain the edge. Good job on the stiff arm. Just couldn't quite get to the chain.
Be third and a long 2. Ball just inside the 20-yard line.
A 6-yard per carry average for Brandon Cooper tonight. 5 carries, 31 yards. They call time.
And
Somebody call time?
Yeah, we've got another Jefferson player with cramping issues over, but he's on the sideline.
They're working on the hamstring or the calf.
Okay, now everybody's back up. We're
good.
ready to play football.
4 of 12 on third down.
Handoff goes to Kovalenko, and somehow he got away from initial contact. They were driving him backwards, and somehow he bounced off it and kept moving forward. He moves the chains again. Another Coon Rapids first down.
A great job by Cody Kovalenko. Again, another first down for Coon Rapids. The Jaguars have no answer for that play. They've not been able to stop it this evening.
First and 10 from the 13 of Jefferson. Handoff goes to Cooper, trying that right sweep. Sweep around the right side again. This time it is sniffed out and stopped.
That was Ted Kalina.
Kalina.
Yeah, Kalina's a good ball player, and he's coming in from his inside linebacker position. Bring him down. Lose about a yard.
About a half a yard.
Yeah.
We'll call it second and 10. They've seen that play once or twice now.
They have.
Straight drop onto throws left side. Incomplete, intended for Tunsky.
Yeah, it looked like he had him too. He had just about a half a step on the defender. And again, Onda puts it that point where there's nobody but Tunsky's going to be able to catch it just over his head, and tried to reach that pass, but couldn't bring it in. Be third and 10.
And a timeout, Coon Rapids. This is their second. Leaves them just one here in this second half.
Cardinal Nation looking to support their team on here, hoping that they can put some additional points on the board. 18-6 with 6:03 remaining. Oh, in case you didn't know, we're also on Twitter, just for your information.
I'll have to check that out, too.
You should, if you can ever remember your password.
You know, it's funny. Every once in a while, I get a message on my phone that says so-and-so is following me on Twitter.
You can't follow them back.
well, they're not following me for long, I don't think.
Yeah.
They can't notice that I have about 3 total tweets in the last 3 years. Big third down play here for the Cardinals, third and a little more than 10. And a little razzle-dazzle and a turnover in the end zone. The pass attempt by Jordan Little is picked off by Rasmussen in the end zone.
Yeah, again, good protection, but that's a duck.
And then some into coverage.
Yeah, cramp for Hip. Tyler Hip's got a cramp. You could see him when he pulled up from that play offensively.
Turnover numero 4 for the Cardinals.
Ay caramba. Way too many turnovers. The Jags yet to turn the ball over. But again, it's a situation where the stalls a drive. Cardinals moving the ball. I mean, they've been moving the ball tonight. You can't.
Well, you can move the ball from the 20 to the 20
if you
all you want.
Don't finish.
If you cannot finish inside the 20-yard line, it's awfully hard to win football games.
Yep.
So Jefferson will come out, and I would assume run the football a lot.
I would think.
They put the bruiser in as the up back. They pitched this time running right because they have not been able to break Miles loose. But yeah, they brought Kalina in earlier, and he scored the touchdown, and now he's in there as a blocker.
He's a big young man. He's very athletic.
Only a gain of 2 on that play. And again, defensively, Coon Rapids has played very well.
They have.
I don't know that they've had any defensive penalty. I'm sure they have to have had 1 or 2 even, but haven't had a lot of defensive penalties. They've stopped the Jaguars on a number of drives. Played very well on that goal line stance before Kalina finally pushed it in on 4th down. Be 3rd and about 2 here after another run by Miles.
We'll see what the Cardinals defense.
Just 2 of 9, Jefferson.
2 of 9 on 3rd down.
Harley Schultz, the stats master.
The stats master general.
2 of 9. That means Coon Rapids has held them to just 2 of 9. So yeah, great on defense. This one's going to be converted.
As soon as we talk about it.
Well, they fake the pitch and they give it to an up back that's the size of a house. And he drags
a rambler.
He drags a couple guys. That's Kevin Lorton, another guy, 6 foot, 200 pounds.
There again, just did
but
a nice job.
3 of 10. Just 3 of 10.
Right.
They've only converted 30%. That's a nice job, defense.
It's a great job by the defense. Well, defense hasn't been an issue here this evening.
No, so last week we talked about inability to finish and giving up the big plays as the 2 weak spots, but the offensive line played well, and the Cardinals were able to move the ball as the positives. This week we will talk about the Cardinals' ability to move the ball, but again, inability to finish and their strength on defense.
And turnovers.
Turnovers and penalties.
Yep.
Another run by Miles. He's going to gain about 8. 2nd and 2.
So you saw Nick Walter getting the tackle defensively for Coon Rapids.
Hand off to Miles, and he's going to be just short of the first down. It'll bring up another third down play.
Again, just tough sledding for Colton Miles here.
Well, and here comes Kalina.
Yeah, it's.
I would put my money on number 33 getting the ball. And again, 6'3", 235.
Yeah, he's and a really good athlete.
Yeah. But here you get, I know they're going to put a couple of guys out wide, but you almost have to put 9 guys in the box right now. This is the ball game. Handoff goes to Miles, though, and Kalina just opened the hole, and Miles got the first down.
Again, a nice job offensively, just opening that hole. Bloomington Jefferson doing a good job now, just controlling the clock. You saw the hole opened up. Nick Gervais on the tackle for Coon Rapids. But there you see, we're going to just about at the 3-minute mark.
I think they're running left. Handoff goes to Kalina, and he runs back to the right. He's gone. He's going to score, but this one is coming back.
Yeah, this one's coming back.
That's going to be a hold. That was a 41-yard jump for the 235-pound back.
But it's all for naught.
Holding offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
The students across the way are about ready to start doing some push-ups, but unfortunately they're not going to be able to get that in here tonight, at least at this point.
Kalina's a little winded.
Yeah, I would be too. Big man running 40 yards.
You wouldn't have made it that year.
Well, I would have. I'd still be running it.
You'd almost be there.
I'd almost be there. Unless, of course, there's a pizza in the end zone. Then I may have gotten there quicker.
Jefferson going to call a timeout. Maybe give Kalina a little bit more of a breather, and then
so you can put him back in.
See if they want to try and run that. I like that little counter play though, because I called it running to the left when they shifted him to the left side in the offset eye, and he cut it back, and they did a nice job of opening the hole. Of course,
did.
It was assisted by the hold.
Yes.
Apparently.
Well, we'll have highlights from this one and a bunch of others on Monday night. We're back to Monday Night Live, Joe, 7:30.
I'll be there.
I will as well.
Why watch Monday Night Football when you can watch sports? Then
there's no choice.
The football game goes much, much later.
Yes. Well, it's actually a doubleheader, first Monday night. There you are, Joe Yund.
No.
That's you.
Hey, it is me. I was trying to hide.
Well, they have part of you anyway.
So after the timeout, it's 1st and 20 from their own 49. And handoff went to the up back, Matthew Mowat, and he was smoked immediately.
We're going to see it again. Tyler Hipp did a great job of getting low and holding on.
Kevin Lorton.
Lorton heard a who.
And he's going to lose a couple, so it'll be 2nd and 22.
And the clock continues to run. Now we're under 2 minutes remaining. I think they'll run the ball again.
I think there's a strong possibility of this being a run. Handoff goes to Miles. He's not going to get much, maybe a yard. And it'll be 3rd and forever, and Coon Rapids calls a timeout.
Yeah, well, at this point, they'll call timeout here with 1:44.
It's their last time.
Their last one, right. I'll make it 3rd and a whole bunch. I remember back in the day, it used to use a lighter for that. And
well, they have apps for that.
Now they have apps for that. It's a whole new world, Joe Young. It looks even better from across the way if you look.
Aww.
It's like Christmas.
That's not a Christmas carol there.
No.
Oh, they're waving back and forth with lights.
Oh, I like it.
Morse code. Back and forth.
I know him. Head coach Tim Carlson talking to some of his staff. He's a minute 44 away from going 2-0.
Third and forever, and I think they're still going to run.
I would think so. Not far.
And Miles is going to be dropped for a loss of a yard.
Again, defensively, Coon Rapids have been playing stellar tonight.
4th and forever and a couple more yards.
Colton Miles limping off the field a little bit. He's had a lot of carries tonight, not a lot of yards.
No. Cardinals have done a great job of shutting him down and really limiting the passing game that was so effective for Jefferson last week against St. Louis Park. Again, we talked about it at the beginning. Euban, 18 of 21 for, and it was 170 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yep. Leamington Jefferson calling a timeout here with 1:01. You know, the Cardinals had a number of chances here tonight. You know, we talked about those turnovers that have hurt them. But I really like the way the defense has played. They've done a nice job. The Cardinal ground game has been good tonight as well.
So after the timeout, Walsh standing at about his own 33-yard line. Had to pick up the low snap and just a line drive. Brandon Cooper touched it and hopefully is able to hold on to it.
He is.
He is.
Yep. Under a minute. Cardinals going to have some positive things to take out of this, even though it's a loss. Ball security is not going to be one of them.
No. Couple of bad penalties taken, killing drives, extending drives for the Jaguars. Turnovers and penalties, though, the killers for the Cardinals. 4 turnovers, and nearly another is the bad snap, and then Honda able to throw that one away before being hit.
Yeah, he took a shot at the end, limping a little bit, but he's not coming out. Again, just bad snap. Puts your quarterback in harm's way.
Well, they need big plays fast. And the little short pass complete to Tyler Hipp is not going to help that much.
No, because it obviously continues the clock running down, but Cushing on the tackle. He's been all over the place for the Bloomington Jefferson defense.
Long pass.
Oh, nice
catch by Tanner Tunsky.
Oh, we saw that with Tunsky. He's got good hands.
About a 24-yard reception. And we have another injured player. It's a Jefferson player right over in front of. Do these guys not drink water?
No, it's more. I would think that they would.
You know, how about potassium?
It's not like it's a hot, humid night, but still.
Let's send a couple bunches of bananas over to Jefferson locker room, and guys, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of potassium.
You think they'd find that appealing?
My goodness, was this the 4th or 5th Jaguar player that has been worked on for calf cramps? We've seen a couple of Cardinals go down with injuries. I don't know that we've seen any of them stretched out for cramps. Several.
No,
of the Jefferson
Tyler
players,
Hipp was once. They did have to stretch him out.
Crushed by
and he
his
was
fullback.
but they did stretch him out for cramps earlier. We're on the road next week, Joe. Football team is going to travel to Anoka. Yep.
Sam Ott was the one who was down, and he's gingerly making his way back across the field. You're not going to get up and jog away from a cramp.
No, definitely not. He's trying.
It is.
He's trying.
Oh, he is. He is trying. Hey, hats off to him for that.
Yeah. Quick.
Hate Charlie horses. One of the worst pains. Quick throw and another first down complete to Brandon Cooper. Cardinals get up and spike it. "14 seconds flat on the clock."
Cardinals like to try and put in their score on the board before this one is over.
Well, how'd the clock start ticking again before they snapped the ball?
Yeah, it shouldn't have.
No.
It definitely shouldn't have. Because he iced the ball. Should stop the clock until the next snap.
Yeah, you don't expect that to happen at home.
No.
Well, we've had, 3 or 4 clock adjustments, but we're not going to adjust it this time. 5.5 left. Could be the last play right here. Straight drop for Honda. Loads up, throws right. Incomplete over the head of Tyler Hipp.
That's going to do it. Cardinals are going to fall to 0-2. Better effort than we saw last week, but not good enough, unfortunately, to get the win. So they will regroup again. Coon Rapids will be at Anoka.
Yeah, the Anoka Tornadoes, I know, lost week 1 to Centennial, and we heard they were beating Blaine handily at the half tonight.
Jefferson plays Kennedy.
Ooh, the Bloomington
the rival. Yep.
Didn't see a lot of scoring in that second half. We got a lot of this young man. And he should be fun to watch the rest of the way. Cortez Jackson.
They saw one of the turnovers for Coon Rapids. One of the 4. And there's another one.
Penalties and turnovers, only points.
The rarely seen field goal.
Only points in the second half. Yep. A 32-yard field goal for Ryan Murray, who I was calling Walsh all game long.
There you see the final statistics. Look at the yardage for Coon Rapids.
Wow.
258 on the ground, 352 total yards, more than double first downs. But look at the 4 turnovers. That's the biggest stat of the whole night.
And you don't have penalties on there.
Nope.
And that was the other one, heavily favoring
and
the team that wins. Hard to win a football game when you're a -4.
Yes.
In the turnover battle. We'll see if the Cardinals can continue to work things out and get things better and get their first victory. We'll see them next week on the road at the Pumpkin Bowl in Anoka. But before that, a boys and girls soccer doubleheader also on the road at Andover, taking on the Huskies. Live coverage on Tuesday starts at 5 p.m. And then on Tuesday the 16th, our first opportunity to see the girls volleyball squad as they host the Maple Grove Crimson. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score, Jefferson 18, Coon Rapids 6. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us to continue to support everything we do here at CTN. To the entire crew, including Howard Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.